So a few days ago, my friend Wootton invited me to his SMP, and this SMP is supposed to be like a peaceful kind of chill thing, but as soon as I joined, I went, chopped down a tree, got an axe, and looked for someone to kill. Now, the first person I found was wearing iron armor, but it didn't matter because I'm practically Technoblade. I quit them out into their own one heart, and then they combat log. So I started spamming some very PG things in Discord at them, and they told their friend, who at the time on the SMP had full diamond, to come and kill me. So he showed up to spawn and started spawn killing me. Now before you go in the comments and are like, oh my god, Velo is so bad at PvP, he got destroyed. Look guys, you have to understand, there was two guys there, one was in full diamond, one was in full iron, and they had like sharpness diamond swords. I was sitting here with my wooden axe, I couldn't do a thing. They both began to do this for the next 20 minutes. I died like 30 times. You guys don't understand. Now at this point, I was in a rage. I knew this couldn't go on. I knew that I had to escape, that I had to plan my revenge. And that's when it struck me. Right near spawn, there's a rule board of all of the rules you have to follow on the SMP. So I knew that I had to break every single one of them and rain chaos on the server. Besides the racism one, of course, because don't be racist, kids. It's not cool.
Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, gonna make an ugly scene. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm gonna pick myself a fight. If some deserving dirtbag a black eye, and if he swings at me, then I'll bust that sucker's knee. 'Cause tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. The meanest hunk of meat anyone's ever seen. Get out of the way of the hurricane.
Now that I'd gotten my killing spree out of the way, I needed a plan. These guys were stacked. The SMP had only been up for around 2 days, and they went full diamond. I needed to grind. I spent hours deep in the mine searching for diamonds, iron, anything I could find. Then I stumbled across something that would change the course of the SMP forever. A spider spawner. I immediately started construction on an XP farm, and after it was complete, I got my gear fully enchanted with Prot 4 and Unbreaking 3. I was ready now. I was ready to cause chaos. But one man stood in my way. This man went by the name of Idolum. He was a mercenary, a gun for hire, and I knew that if I did anything to anyone on this server, I would get a price on my head and he would be coming after me. I had to take him out. He was in maxed out Prot 4 netherite armor with an enchanted golden apple. I wanted that gear so badly. I was willing to do anything to get it. Even betray one of my best friends. I put a price on someone's head, knowing that he would want his payment after he did the job. He did the job, it went smoothly, and he came to collect his payment. Little did he know, right where I dropped the diamonds was right above my enormous trap. As I placed the pressure plate to trigger the trap, I had one moment of regret. One moment of, why would I do this? I had become so hungry for power that I was willing to do anything. I could lose a friend, but I didn't care. All I wanted was blood. All I wanted was death. All I wanted was pain. And all I needed was his armor and his gear. I placed the pressure plate. He fell deep, deep down into the earth. No chance of surviving. And he didn't. He died right then and there. But I'd made a fatal mistake when constructing the trap. How the trap worked is when you placed the pressure plate, it ignited the TNT, turning it into gravity-effective entities and updating the sand blocks in the surrounding area so they all fall into the ground. I had put obsidian at the bottom of the trap to stop the TNT from exploding all of Idolam's items, but I had misplaced one piece, one block to the right, and one TNT got through. One TNT blew up all of his gear. Maxed enchanted netherite armor, an enchanted golden apple, maxed out potions, maxed out tools, maxed out weapons. Everything I needed to take over the server was now gone. Idolum logged off, enraged, horrified at what his friend had done to him. I was enraged at myself for doing this. I was enraged at myself for losing the items. I was enraged at everyone. But there was nothing I could do. What's done is done. His stuff was gone. He had left the SMP, at least for the time being. I needed a new plan. I thought of reconciling with the server, telling them that I meant no harm. But then it was all for nothing. I needed content, really. Like, I wouldn't have done this if I didn't want to make a YouTube video, but we don't talk about that. I needed revenge. I needed justice. Everyone I'd betrayed, every horrible thing I have ever done, and every amazing thing I'd ever done, everything I've ever done led up to this moment, this decision. Would I continue on the path of chaos? Or could I turn back? Could I live a peaceful life on this SMP? So I sat down in my house and thought. I thought about everything I had done to Idolum. Could I build an enormous castle and live there peacefully with Sol and Idolum? Would he forgive me? I didn't know, but it was worth it for me to try. I knew there was only one way to make him forgive me, one thing I could possibly do. So back down into the mines I went. But then, while I was deep in my mine shaft, I got a call from Lazy Cheeto, an old friend of mine. He was trying to trade 4 mending books with someone when he got jumped, crit out, by the very people that I thought were my friends. I was enraged again. I went full psycho mode, wanting to kill everything in my path. And that's what I did. I sprung a trap for them and lured them into my spider spawner. There, I began critting them out with the help of Lazy Cheeto. They combat logged off, and I built an enormous trap so that when they logged back in, all of their stuff would be mine. Knowing that my trap was too powerful and there was no way for them to escape, they surrendered and told me that by the next morning I would have my full set of max netherite armor if I let them free without killing them. I went to bed happy, knowing that soon I could have my friend back. And all it took was a little bit of slave labor. But as my 3-year-old self would say, they started it. Turns out he's a man of his word. And come daybreak next morning, I had the gear. I was delighted, enthusiastic. I DM'd Idolum and told him to log on and told him that I had a surprise for him. I gave him his gear. He thanked me. He said that perhaps he could forgive me. And throughout the entire next day, we bonded together. We went fishing. We went through the nether. We went on trips. We did raids. We did everything together. And I had my brother back. And in that moment I realized that one friend is worth more than any netherite armor will ever be. So remember, kids, you can have all of the gear in the world. You can have everything you ever want. But without your friends to share it with, it's nothing. We thought we could live a peaceful life, but so wrong we were. The forces of our enemies brewed in the north, preparing for war. And we prepared to meet them. I just want to thank all of you guys so much for watching this video. It really does mean the world. This video took over 25 hours to make, so I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. And part 2 should be coming out soon, which will be the war and everything like that. It should be really fun. I'm thinking of switching my content up to 1.16. Let me know what you think down below, and I really do hope you have a great day. Peace out, guys.